Hey, what's up everyone? This is Joseph here from Nerds of Matrimony, and today we are starting up our first Let's Play of the channel. Yay! So what game are we going to be playing? Well, if you bothered to look at the title of the video, you would know that already, but I'm going to tell you anyways. First, we're going to wait on the actual screen to show up. Haha, there it is right there. No, I'm just kidding. Although you probably can guess what we're doing now. So this game is brought to us by the fine folks at Activision. As well as the fine folks at Treyarch. So yes, welcome ladies and gentlemen to Let's Play Spider-Man 2, the movie game. This is the game based on the movie with Tobey Maguire, and it has Dr. Octopus as the villain. This is not the Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Electro. So I just want to clarify that. Now this is my favorite Spider-Man game of all time for many reasons that I will explain in the playthrough. But for now we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go with normal swinging because easy swinging is for wimps. Yeah, I totally said it. So anyways, enjoy the opening cinematic.
This is my story. It's the usual thing. Boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy meets another girl. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Don't think my life is all flowers and romance, though. I wish. More and more my life is spent out here, fighting some of the worst the city has to offer. Sometimes it's just a mugger, sometimes it's a bigger problem. This is the city I protect, New York City. It's my home, my playground, my responsibility. And this is Mary Jane, the girl next door, the girl I love. But love is a tricky thing when you live part of your life behind a mask. Fate handed me amazing powers, and I made a promise to use those powers to help people. With great power comes great responsibility. No matter how much I might wish things were different, there's only one Spider-Man.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you missed me more than I missed you. Anyway, things have changed around here since last time, so they dragged me back at great expense to explain what's up. First things first. You're not much of a wall crawler if you can't, stick to walls, so here's what you do. You walk or run into a wall and hold the grab button. Voila! You stick to the wall. It works when you're swinging or jumping, too.
So yes, this game is divided up into chapters. There are 17 chapters total.
Moving right along, let's talk jumping. Hold down the jump button and you'll charge your jump. This yellow bar shows how strong your jump will be when you let go of the button. You got it? You sure? You don't actually jump until you've let go of the jump button. Okay? Now go jump in a lake. If you tap the jump button, you'll just do a little hop. A little hop. That's because you didn't charge your jump. Am I going too fast for you?
So yes, the first 15 chapters actually have the story.
Let's get this show on the road. See that little doohickey? That's your destination marker, and it tells you how to get where you need to go. Clever, huh? When it's in the middle of the screen, you know you're heading towards your goal. Easy, right? All right, stop there for a second and look at your map. See it there? That red thing in the center is you, and the blue dot is your destination marker. The line that connects each dot to the map represents how high off the ground that particular thing is. Oh, that makes sense, right? Yeah, sure it does.
Anyways, this rude narrator keeps interrupting me. So yes, there are 17 chapters total, but only the first 15 go through the actual story. The last 2 are basically like, hey, you beat the game, now you can do whatever you want to. So we will not be doing those. Now, there's a ton of stuff to get in this game. I'm not going to be getting all of it, but I will be showing everything off in the game. So this is not going to be a 100% Let's Play. So anyways, let's go to our destination.
Everything's broken into chapters, and every chapter opens with one of these nifty little slow-mo things. Those words zipping by under the chapter title are the items on your to-do list. So get busy. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is jump off the building. I mean it, just jump. Hey, I wouldn't tell you to do something dangerous and life-threatening, would I? Come on.
Right. Anyways, let's jump. Woo!
You always do what people tell you. You know, there's a word for that. Loser. So what now, wise guy? Just a little friendly advice, before you die, that is. You're going to want to shoot a web line to save yourself. Push the control stick in the direction you want to go, then press the swing button. Oh, by the way, it'll only work if there's something swingable in range. Okie dokie. Great, you made it. Now let me tell you a little about swinging. Every time you press the swing button, you'll shoot a new web line. Now there's all kinds of fancy stuff you can do, but let's take baby steps.
Yeah, swinging in this game is totally different than it was.
Now
in the
that you're out and
previous 3
about, why don't you
games.
swing around for a while? You know, do your thing. I'll check up on you later. You're fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, swinging is totally different in this game than it was the previous 3 games. I'm talking about the PlayStation games and the Spider-Man 1 movie game. And those games you can literally swing on air. In this game, you actually have something to attach your web to, which makes sense. The main reason I like this game so much is because it really makes you feel like Spider-Man. More than any of the other games do, I think. Now, I haven't played all the Spider-Man games. I've only played about half of them. But I would say that this is definitely my favorite one out of the ones I've played. So anyways, we're going to sit up here and wait for the narrator to come back, because he's going to tell us what to do next.
Okay, I'm back. For the next lesson, let's talk about... Hey, what's going on down there?
Stop, thief!
Oh no!
Well, that's convenient. The arcade just got held up and the robbers are driving away. What are you gonna do about it? Looks like playtime is over. Looks like the robbers are escaping on foot. Go teach them about justice. You know, by beating the snot out of them. I mean, this isn't a civics class. What do you expect?
I love that line. What are you gonna do about it? So yes, you push the B button to attack and beat the crap out of people, basically.
Want to see something cool? Sprint after that last robber by holding the sprint button while you run, then hold attack when you get up to the thug. That move is called a sprint uppercut.
Spider-Man just shoved.
Nice going. Now get back to the arcade owner. You know, you should check out some of the games he's got too.
One thing he didn't say about the sprint uppercut is that is one of the most useful moves in the game. We're going to be using it a lot. Now, speaking about collectibles, this is called a hint marker. There are a lot of these in the game. This is probably going to be the only one I get, but I just want to show it off to you guys. So, here we go.
After a few trips to the Spidey store, you're going to have a mess of moves to try out. You can pull off a lot of them just by pressing different combinations of buttons.
Yes, you get 10 hero points for each hint marker you use, or you find. Now, this arcade over here actually does have games you can play to get hero points, and I will be showing those off later in the playthrough. But for now, let's talk to the owner.
Thanks, Spider-Man. Listen, if you ever want to play some games, come on by. It's on the house.
Sweet!
Bring up your zoom map for a second, would you? Great. This map is real useful. You can see destination markers and all kinds of other useful locations on it. Check it out when you get lost. but you'll never get lost. I know you.
Okay, so that dollar sign is actually a spider store or Spidey store. That's where you get your upgrades. The little blue circles, those are actually races. They're basically like obstacle courses that you can do. I will be showing off a few in the playthrough, but again, we're not going to be doing all of them. And yeah, some of them are just outright ridiculous, and I haven't even done them because they're just that hard.
A destination marker for the first Spidey store just appeared. Go buy the speed upgrade, then we'll move on. And if you won't, then I'm done.
Now I do apologize for the commentary in this video. It's kind of being cut off by the narrator. Believe me, the narrator goes away after the first 2 or 3 chapters. So yeah, it'll just be my voice from then on out. But yeah, these first couple of chapters are mainly tutorials. So yeah, we're going to go to the Spidey store to buy our swing upgrade, our swing speed upgrade. This will make it so where we can swing faster. One thing I always say about upgrades, you want to try to get as much of them as you can, as early as you can, because it'll make the later game a lot easier. And yes, the upgrade stores are comic book stores, because Spider-Man and Marvel and Stan Lee. So yeah, we're going to get our first upgrade here. This is currently the only one we can buy, the Swing Speed Level 1 upgrade. You have to use hero points to buy upgrades, so make sure you're getting them as you go through the game. So we're going to go ahead and buy this. Yes. Huzzah!
The city's been quiet lately. Maybe my luck's finally changing.
Isn't it beautiful, Rosie? This will be my gift to the world. Unlimited energy. The power of a sun harnessed for the good of all mankind.
Don't forget the good of Otto. Eat something. The world will still be here in half an hour.
Or will it? Dun dun dun. No. Alrighty, so we're back on the roof of another building. Apparently.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it.
Hey.
Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy,
Make
right?
fun of me.
Well, then do it.
Alright, so we're going to bring up the pause menu. Now, this menu has a lot of different things on it. First is the missions. These are basically your objectives in the current chapter. So we have to go to the pizza parlor and earn 2,000 more hero points. Then you come over here to the status section. You can see all these different kind of things here. You can see percent game complete. We are whopping 4.8% complete. Yay! Then all these things down here on the bottom show you all the different things that you've gotten in the game. There are combat upgrades. There are a lot of these. We will be getting all these in the game because they're very useful. Locomotion upgrades, basically swing speed, web zip, wall sprint, and slingshot jump. I really hardly ever use the slingshot jump, but it can be useful in some situations. Then you have awards. You get these for doing certain things in the game, defeating bosses, defeating a certain type of enemy X amount of times. And you have game stats. These are just interesting stats that you can get throughout the game. And yes, talking about a lot of stuff to collect. 213 hit markers, 150 challenges, 150 mega challenges. Those are basically the races. 75 secret tokens, 150 skyscraper tokens, 37 hideout tokens, and 130 buoy tokens. So yes, there is a lot of stuff to get in this game, which again is why we're not going to be 100%ing this, because that would take forever and it would get boring. Over here you have the options menu. You can change all the different sounds in the game. You can turn easy swinging off and on. You can invert the camera up, down, left, right, so Y invert, X invert, things like that. Anyways, we're only going to be doing 2 chapters per video. So this is going to be the end of this video, guys. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time for more Spider-Man 2. Bye!